Hi everyone, welcome to my channel and welcome back for another shave video. What we're using today, I thought I'd use a bit of like vintage, so I thought I'd go with Old Spice, and this is the vintage. Well, this is the soap in a mug, or mug in a soap in a mug. I think it's soap in a mug, isn't it? Yeah, that's it. And here it is. I have used it many times. It used to have the emblem on it. I'm lucky enough to have two of these, so I'll use one and keep one in a collection. But that's what it looks like. I think it's milk glass, this cup. But I've got a bit of water in the top of that. Put that to the side. I won't use that as a pre-shave. Some people do, but I'm not going to. I'm going to be using R41 Razor's barbershop pre-shave oil. That's what I'll be using as a pre-shave. Got a bit of growth to the face today, and I'm also using a very aggressive razor. Splash of choice is going to be Old Spice Original. And this is a what's it called? Shulton. That's it. Shulton Old Spice, and that's what it is. Really nice stuff. It's on the back of there. I've got quite a few bottles of this. I brought it back in the day. Is it the Queen's Coronation? It's like a blue bottle. I've got two of them, so I can use as much of this as I want, really. So that's my splash. Balm of choice is going to be Barrister and Man Spice Balm, and here it is. This is their take on Shulton Old Spice, and I thought, why not use this as a matching kind of balm? So that's what I'll be using today. I'll put that to the side. Razor of choice, here it is a Mueller R41, and here it is, and inside that is a feather blade. Yes, a feather blade, and it's on its third use. It's a very aggressive razor. If you've got coarse hair, it might be a really good razor for you. But I've got a bit of growth to my face. I'm gonna hopefully don't butcher myself too much, but we'll see what happens. Got no overhang to be aware of on this razor. You can get this in stainless steel. I don't know what this is, like a zinc chrome kind of, and it's got a good weight to it, but it's top heavy, I think. Is it? I think it is. Yeah, it is. I don't want to try and do that with the blade in. So that's what we're going to be doing. I ain't showed you the brush. Oh, the brush is inside the sink. Inside the sink? It's in the sink, soaking. And it's a Simone brush, and I can't remember what it's called. Please let me know in the comments, because I can't remember what it's called, but this is a Borg brush from Simone. Yeah, I've just let that soak in there for a little bit, and we'll get on shaving. So I hope you're all on a fantastic day, whatever you're doing. Oh yeah, here's the box which the soap will come in. There it is, a bit battered. You can see all that. Back to the side. And let's get shaving. Right, I'm going to wet the mush. I've had my hair cut. I thought I'm going to have a shave now and do the video. It's Friday, so I'm getting in front now for my videos. We're still going to get one, which is going to come out. Well, you should be watching this on Saturday. But I'm going to try and do one in the week and then one on the weekend, because I've got some time to my hands. Time to my hands. What the hell am I saying? I've got some time to do these videos. I don't make sense, do I? Right, where's my... There it is. Pre-shave. I'm just going to put a little bit of this on. It's really good stuff, this is. I do like this. When it comes out, look at that. It's really thick. There you go. Like someone's snotted on you. That's how much you need. Right, just rub it into the whisker. Really nice scent, this is. Barbershop. Really nice. I like it. I wasn't a massive fan. I did use, is it King of Shaves or something like that? I used their, I think that's what it's called. I used their pre-shave and I didn't really like it. But I've used this Rockwell, and I've also got True Fit and Hill, like a citrus one. And I really like it, actually. But some of these oils, they do, I say go funny. When you use certain artisan soaps, sometimes it starts to disappear. The soap does. So I don't know if there's something in the oil. Hopefully this will be okay. I've never had no problems with Old Spice, with lathering it up, so hopefully it won't disappear. Let me just dry my hands, rinse my hands, and then, because I don't want to be touching that R41 with wet hands. And I need to speak properly. Here's the brush. I've already said that. Here's the brush, and we're going to start lathering. Straight into the cup. Hope you can see that okay. Look at that. Yeah, I've had a few people in my last video, not my last video, the video I did this with. I started looking at some comments, actually. I was just going through my old videos, not watching myself, just having a look what I use, so I didn't want to do the same kind of video. And somebody asked me about, is it safe to use? Now, it's your own thing, you know. You can, what I suggest you do, if you did want to shave with this, if you have some of this, if you're lucky enough to have, but this is very rare now, just get a little bit, put it on your wrist or on top of your your hand basically just there like that. Just make a bit of a lather, leave for a little bit. If you start getting a bit of a reaction to it, I suggest you don't use it, but that's what I do with most soaps, to be honest. But yeah, we'll see how we get on with this. Right, I'm gonna go with that. I've just put a load of soap on my thumb. Don't want to drop that. There you go. Let's rinse that. Don't want to be dropping that. Milk glass will just smash everywhere. I dropped a mug actually last night. It went everywhere, and the coffee did. Well, in the Wife's Good books, put it that way. A bit more water on the old face, even though I've got oil on it. And here we go. Yeah, when you get this brush, it's very, very stiff. But as soon as you add water to it, like soak it for a little bit, it starts to become really soft. And the more you use it, I think the hair starts to split, so it's quite nice. I think someone asked me about, you know, they was a bit shocked I'm going to be using the R41 with this. You know, the R41 is a very, very, what's the word? I don't sound aggressive. It's a good razor, but I don't recommend it for beginners or if you're just new to this way of shaving. This is more for people with really coarse hair. But anybody can really use them, just really light. That's all you got to do. A bit more water out. Look at that. I mean, for a soap from the 1970s, I'll say, maybe the end of the 60s, something like that. Could be later than that. Look at the lather. You don't get this with some good soaps, you know. Some soaps out there, like, you put it on your face and it disappears. This stuff is amazing. A bit more water. Work that. I need to get a really nice slick lather because obviously I'll be using a very sharp razor blade in an aggressive razor. Efficient razor, that's what I mean, and it's a really efficient razor if you just one pass and done. Bit more water, I think. Yeah, a little bit more water. Yeah, nice and soft this bristles are now. The weather in the UK at the moment is absolutely terrible. It's absolutely pouring down, but the temperatures are like 17, still quite warm. Dare I say it, I'm looking forward to the cold weather. And I know you moan when it's hot and you moan when it's cold. Not me. I do like the cold weather. I like walking in it. I like taking it in. Nothing like breathing that cold air in the morning. I love it, I do. I just love all the seasons. But unfortunately, this kind of season now is everything's like dead, isn't it? It's not very, you know. Right, I've got itch right on my nose. I would do enough. Right there. There you go. Right. Clear that. And let the bloodshed flow. Now, we should be okay. I'll take my time. So I'm just going to put just rinse the razor a little bit in my sink full of water. Here we go. And first pass with is it fir juice? Yeah, fir juice. Feather blade and then Mueller. 41, R41. Here we go. And if you can hear the rain outside, it's absolutely pouring down. My wife's actually just put on a Netflix documentary about Ed Gee. If you don't know who he is, Google him. He's a guy who, you know, the inspiration behind Leatherface and some other horror films. She says, "You're not watching this?" "I'm like a video." "Well, I've got the chance." Wow. Yeah, these kind of shaves might go on for a little bit because I try and, you know, take my time with this razor. You don't want to be rushing with this. That is so sharp. Feel it on the lip. Feel the blade. Wow. Yeah, if you ever wanted to try this kind of razor, my advice is get some pre-shave. You don't have to use pre-shave, but it helps the slickness and stuff. And also, just take your time with it. That's all I'm going to say. Just take your time with it. Give that a rinse. I've noticed on these videos that I sound like I'm breathing like Darth Vader. I apologise for that. Sound as a pound. Good first pass that. I'm just going to empty this sink. It's got a lot of whiskers in there. And we'll give it a quick rinse. Not a rinse, but a wipe on just a feel. This soap is still, how old it is so slick. It's the sink saying hello. There you go, it's gone now. Right, let's just rinse this out a little bit. There's a lot of whiskers in this sink. And my wife would go mad if I left that. So I'm just going to put a bit more water on the first. And to be honest, it's mowed it right down. Top lip's quite near enough BBS. There is a bits and dabs. So I'm going to go across the grain. I'm going to feel it again. If I find it's, BBS, there's no point doing a third pass. So that's all I'll say as well. You don't have to do 3 passes. If you find you've had an efficient shave and you're happy with the progress, just stop. Because you'll just keep getting razor burn or nicks. So that's my advice. I mean, you don't have to do that. Some people love the third pass against the grain. But I'm going to go across the grain now. And then I'll feel around and I might just go over a certain, like my chin area. If it feels like it's still a bit of whiskers there, then I might just do a touch-up pass and then that's it. A bit more water in that, I think. There you go, look at that. Look at this, I mean, it's an amazing lather. If you do get your hands on this soap, as I say, when I brought it, I think I got some right discount with it. I got 2. Now, the first one I brought, I paid about, I can't remember how much it was. I think it was £22. And that was off eBay about 5 years ago. And my second one I brought was with a splash, and it's like a set, it's really nice, it's got like white stars on it. And it's brand new, still got the lid on and the brown paper to keep it nice. And I actually picked that up from a charity shop. I saw it over on one of the counters, and I had a quick look over there, butchers as I say. And I seen it, and I was wondering how much that is. So that's the lady, and there's some splash with it as well. And she says, just give me £15 if you want to. If that's too much, I was like, no, I'll take that straight off you. And now that's my bargain I've ever had in shaving. It really is, really amazing. And I thought I'll get that. So I got it, and I've a really good deal, because now you go on eBay, you'll be paying no less than £40, and they go right up, which is crazy when you think how old this is and how much it would have been. I think these were released like Christmas time. I could be totally wrong. People who watch my channel know a lot more than me. I'm no expert in anything really. Not when it comes to shaving anyway. I listen to the people who tell me information. Sometimes I'll Google certain things, but 9 times out of 10, I ask forums and stuff on Facebook. Right, here we go, across the grain. The second pass, maybe a pick-up pass after this. I'm not too sure if I'll do a 3-pass shave today. So just take your time. Yeah, that blade's still really sharp. Feel it. Feather blades are normally, I don't know, I can get about 5 shaves. And then I normally chuck them after 5 shaves, depending how, you know, thick your growth is and stuff. If I leave it every, I don't know, a couple of days, 3 or 4 days, and it gets really thick, my blade will last me less than, well, it'll be about 5 shaves. But if I do a daily shave, 10 shaves maybe out that blade, and it's because you're keeping it down and not blunting the blade really. Amazing stuff. Can't remember how much this razor was. I don't think it was that expensive, but as I say, if you're starting out the way, you know, safety razor shaving like this, I don't recommend buying an R41 as your first razor. You know, get yourself a D89, you know, Edwin Jagger D89, or what's the other one? You said Mueller then. Mercure 34C or G if you want to be a bit more fancy and have a gold one. Or if you want to experiment and have an adjustable kind of razor, get yourself a, you know, Rockwell 6C. They're cheaper than the S, and you can go for different plates to see which suits you. Then when you really like it, maybe upgrade yourself on a, I don't know, Christmas or birthday present, upgrade to the stainless, you know, it'll last forever then. I don't use this razor enough for me to upgrade to the stainless steel. I probably will one day, but I can feel that blade across that lip. A smart man would shut up. That's just literally. Yeah, this kind of razor, damn, you know, it demands respect and you have to give it. So now I'm literally going to go around my chin area and just pick up, just pickups now. This is the second pass and I'm doing pickups. So I don't really want to give myself too much. Pushing my luck now. Bit of water. I mean, soap is amazing. I say if you get a chance to get some, get some. Would I pay £50 for it? I would, because I really know what this soap's about. There's history on the face, isn't it? But I won't pay any more than that, I don't think. My max would be probably £50, yeah. If you can get it cheaper, do that, obviously. Right, I want to go with that. I think there's a little bit here. Look at that. Really happy with that. I'm going to rinse my face with cold water. So just bear with me, have a dance, have a sing, whatever you want to do. And you know what I've done? I've put my hand towel here. My shaving towel's over there, so just bear with me 2 seconds. Oh, step over my wire. Yes, I've got a wire, I've got a light on, believe it or not. Bathroom's very dark, is it? Right, I'm just going to tap it a little bit. The face, just to aggravate it really, because once you put like a really sharp blade to your face, have I got blood? I think I've got a bit of blood. I think I just saw a weeper then, and my towel's red. That's a good sign. It'll probably come out in a minute. I think it's just here, this little bit. But that's okay, I don't mind that. Right, we're going to go. Why am I shouting at you? Right, we're going to go with our Old Spice. Just pop the top open. When it wants to pop open, there you go. That's what it comes like, really good. I remember the lime in this. I've got the lime downstairs, but it was a different bottle. It weren't a frosted bottle, it was like a, I don't know, it had like the old Lucasade bottles. I remember it having like little rivets all around it, really weird. I remember that when I was very young, so maybe that would come out in the 80s, I don't know. Get some of that on. rub it in a bit, and then, oh, not much to sting now. In fact, there weren't no sting. Maybe the alcohol's, you know, disappeared. That's really nice smell, this is. Oh, wow. I'm actually getting burn at the back of my neck because I've had my head shaved. I've had my hair cut and they've shaved it. I've not had my head shaved. So I can feel the burn from that. Because I'll go to an hairdresser now to have my hair cut. Normally I used to go to a barber and he used to put talc on the back of your neck. But he's moved on now, so I've had to go somewhere else. And yeah. Anyway, I don't know what I'm telling you now. This is about the shave. That was a lovely shave. There's not really any feedback with it, to be honest. Little bit maybe here, a little bit, but nothing to write home about. Right, we're going to go with the balm now. Here we go. Barrister and Man Aftershave Spice Balm. I got this from, it actually says it on it, I'm sure. Did I see it? Did I see it? Show me. I'm sure it says supplied to... No, we don't. I'm sure I got this from Agent Shave. That's what it is, Agent Shave. So it looks like, same kind of colour as the bottle. Just rub that in, all this really good stuff this is. Yeah, it's got more, I mean, it's to sound weird, but for me and my nose, the balm's more like an aniseed kind of smell to me. Still so it's still the same kind of smell, but it's more in your face, and it's got like an aniseed kind of smell to me. If you catch my drift. But that was a fantastic shave. I'm going to shine a bit now, so I'll wait for it to dry in. I can't even turn the tap on, my hands are that slippery. But anyway, I'm going to shut this video down. That was a fantastic shave. I really enjoyed that. Yeah, I was expecting a lot more blood. I've got a little bit of a nick there, but hey, it is what it is. So thank you so much for everyone who's actually got new subscribers. So thank you and welcome. Welcome to the madness of Chad. Yeah, thank you very much for everyone who watches my videos. Please hit the thumbs up. It helps the channel grow a little bit, I think. Or it does something to it. But everyone says that, don't they? Yeah, hit the thumbs up. Subscribe, obviously. Hit that notification bell. Also, yeah, if you hit the notification bell, it'll tell you when I'm uploading, because I do post on the community bit what's coming out, or what's coming out. Saying a video, as in like the movies. Yeah, I'll just let you know what's gonna be the next shave. Sometimes I do it a few days before on Instagram. If you haven't already, please follow me over there at Chad Shaves. And that's about it. So I'm gonna leave you to it. Have a fantastic day wherever you're doing. And yeah, yeah, let me know your shaves of the day. I know somebody does. I can't remember your name. I meant to write it down. He leaves me your shaves of the day on every comment. So thank you so much. You know who you are. Actually, there's a couple of you. I think there's 2 of you who do it. But anyway, please let me know your shaves of the day. It gives me ideas for new videos. That's all it does. But anyway, I'm sure waffling. Have a fantastic day wherever you're doing. See you later.